Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, sir. My name is Sapira Sapia Andriani. I'm from Accounting Class D. This is my voice record about Chapter 7. The General Journal is a permanent record organized by account number. Posting is the process of transferring information from the journal to individual account in the ledgers. The trial balance is a proof that total debits equal total credits in the ledgers. Chapter objectives explain the purpose of the general ledgers. Describe the step in the posting process. Post general journal entries. Prepare a trial balance. Locate and correct trial balance error. Record correcting entries in the general journal. Key terms: posting, general ledgers, and ledger account form. Setting up the general ledgers. Accounts used by a business are kept on separate pages or cards in a book or file called ledgers. It is important for a number of reasons. This creates a record of the impact of business transaction on each account used by a business. It also helps managers also find the current balance of a specific account. Setting up the general ledgers. Posting is the process by which random transactions become organized in a manner according to accounts. Posting the purpose of transaction information from the journal to individual general ledgers account. Setting up the general ledgers. The general ledgers provides up-to-date balance for each account, including accounts payable and receivable. In computerized system, electronic files are still referred to as ledger or the ledger account. Managers use ledger to obtain summarized information. Setting up the general ledgers. The forms are divided by the number of columns into which a dollar amount goes. Debit and credit amounts are posted from journal entries to the first two amount columns. The new account balance is entered in one of the last two amount columns. The type of account determines which balance column to use. Ledger account forms. The accounting stationery used to record financial information about specific accounts. Setting up the general ledgers. The four columns ledger account form. Account date description for first rep, debit, credit, balance, debit, and credit. The fourth step in the accounting cycle, posting. Posting shows the final impact on an account, which is why a ledger is sometimes called book of final entry. Posting interfaces are determined by the size of the business and whether the accounting system is computerized or manual. The posting process always remains the same. The process is always performed from left to right. The fourth step in the accounting cycle, posting. 6 steps required for posting journal entries to a ledger. 1. Enter the date of the journal entry is the date columns. 2. The description column is left blank, but can be used to write in the source document number. 3. Enter journal letter and fact number is post wrapped columns. 4. Enter the debit amount in the debit column. 5. Compute the new account balance. 6. Enter the account number in the general journal first wrap column. 7. Revert step 1 and 6 for the credit part of the journal entry. General Ledger's account balance. A new account balance is computed each time a transaction is posted to account. When the exists account balance a debit and the amount posted is a debit at the amount. The amount posted is a credit subtract the amount. General Ledger's account balance. A new account balance is computed at time a transaction posted to account. When the existing balance is a credit and the amount posted a debit subtract the amount. The amount posted is credited at the amount. Key terms: proving the leaders, trial balance, transposition error, slide error, and correcting entry. The 5 steps in the accounting cycle: the trial balance, necessary step to get an accounting system is balanced. Calculate the balance. Find any errors that might have occurred. Use general rules and guidelines to narrow down where and why the mistake was made. Correct the mistake. The 5 steps in the accounting cycle: the trial balance, sum of debits, sum of credits, and then provide the leaders. Proving the leader, adding all debit balances on all credit balances and all leader accounts, and then comparing the two totals to see whether they are equal. The 5 steps in the accounting cycle: the trial balance, proving the leader. If the totals are equal, the trial balance is in balance. If the total is not equal, it up the columns again. Trial balance, a list of all the general leaders account firms and balance is preferred to prove the leaders. Finding and correcting error. Error that occurs when two digits within an amount are accidentally from transposition. Finding and correcting error. Correcting entry for Dutch. First, the entry in the leader, the sum and of any order entry. Use the word correcting entry in the deviation column. Finding and correcting error. You have just completed a trial balance and the columns are not equal with the step that you will use to find the error. Step 1. Check the addition in each column. Step 2. Find the difference between the amount is the debit and credit columns is the difference. You probably have made an addition error. Step 3. If the difference from step 2 is different by, you have probably made a slide or transposition error. Step 4. Check to see whether any of the general leader's accounts has a balance equal to the difference found in the step 2. You have just completed a trial balance and the columns are not equal. Last the step that you will use to find the error. Step 5. Check to see whether any general leader's account has a balance equal one-half the difference. Step 9. Check the according to the general leader's account by recalculating the balance. Check the currency. Step 7. Check the individual posting from the general journal to the general leaders to make sure you have correctly posted the amount, then posted debit and credit is credit. Note the balance column exit to show the accumulative average the debit and credits to an account if debits exceed credit. The account will have a debit balance, which is entered in the debit column. If credits exceed debit, the account will have a credit balance which is entered in the credits column. Thank you, Share. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.